For years, I lived with my autoimmune disease, and it felt like my body was my own enemy. Some days were pain, some days sheer exhaustion. Doctors kept giving medications, but nothing lasted. I started feeling hopeless. One night, while scrolling online for alternatives, I stumbled upon something that caught my eye: stem cell therapy in Cancun. I read about people claiming symptom relief, but I didn't know which clinics were legitimate or what was safe. That's when I discovered PlacidWay. PlacidWay isn't just a website. They're a guide for people like me, helping you find trusted clinics, check doctor credentials, and understand treatments clearly. For the first time, I felt there was a path forward. Could this therapy help me? Could it be safe? I decided to find out, and PlacidWay would be my guide every step of the way. I remember the first time I clicked through PlacidWay's website. Everything was laid out clearly: clinics, therapies, patient reviews, and direct contact options. I submitted my inquiry, explaining my autoimmune condition and what I hoped to achieve. Within hours, I got a response. A coordinator walked me through the options for stem cell therapy in Cancun, explaining which clinics specialized in autoimmune diseases, what types of stem cells they used, and realistic outcomes. They even helped me compare prices, travel arrangements, and what to expect during treatment. Suddenly, this overwhelming, confusing decision started to feel manageable. PlacidWay also answered all my questions honestly. They weren't hyping a miracle cure. They told me the therapy could help manage symptoms, reduce inflammation, and improve quality of life. But it wasn't guaranteed. That transparency made me trust them. By the end of that week, I had my clinic selected, my travel planned, and my expectations set. When I arrived in Cancun, PlacidWay had already coordinated everything. The clinic staff knew I was coming, my medical records were ready, and my first consultation was scheduled the same day. The doctors explained stem cell therapy in simple terms. Mesenchymal stem cells could help calm my overactive immune system, repair some damage, and reduce inflammation. They emphasized that it wasn't a guaranteed cure, but it was a promising option for autoimmune diseases like mine. Walking through the clinic, I noticed other patients, some with multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, or Crohn's disease. PlacidWay had prepared me for the diversity of conditions, so I wasn't overwhelmed. I could focus on my own treatment, knowing I was in a legitimate, vetted clinic. For the first time in years, I felt hope. Not false promises, but guided, realistic hope. The treatment itself was detailed and careful. My stem cells were prepared, checked for quality, and administered under supervision. PlacidWay had ensured that every step met safety standards, and the clinic followed best practices. During my recovery, the staff explained how my immune system could respond and what improvements to expect. I learned that the therapy isn't disease-specific. It targets the underlying immune dysfunction. That means it could potentially help with symptoms across different autoimmune conditions, like reducing joint inflammation or improving energy levels. PlacidWay stayed in touch even after the first sessions. They provided guidance for follow-ups, dietary recommendations, and lifestyle adjustments to support the therapy's effectiveness. By the time I returned home, I had real improvements: less fatigue, reduced inflammation, and a better sense of control over my condition. More importantly, I had clarity and support, something I never had when trying to navigate this alone. Of course, not everything was perfect. PlacidWay made sure I understood the risks before I left. Stem cell therapy for autoimmune diseases is still considered experimental in many countries, and long-term results aren't guaranteed. Some patients see big improvements, others don't. Because I had PlacidWay guiding me, I avoided clinics that lacked proper accreditation. I knew how to ask the right questions about stem cell quality, procedures, and follow-up care. That guidance minimized risk and gave me peace of mind. What struck me most is that the therapy isn't just about treatment. It's about having the right support. Without PlacidWay, I would have been navigating a confusing medical tourism landscape alone, unsure which clinics were credible. In the end, I wasn't chasing a miracle cure. I was making a calculated, informed choice, and it made all the difference. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe for more honest, first-hand experiences about medical treatments abroad.